Hi YouTube, this is Jam and Eggs. Thank you for rocking with me. I am so glad and I'm so blessed that you are here based on the title of this video. So, what are we talking about today? This is going to be a mouthful. I know a lot of you all may be coming here because it's the new year and you all want a new start. You all are tired of the same drama, the mess, everything that comes along with what I'm about to talk about. So, what are we talking about today? Let me just get my little notes together because I have put it in my little phone and I wanted to really talk to you about something serious, and I wanted to make sure that I had everything down and that my thoughts flow, so therefore we can have a really good conversation flow. So, so the title of this video, Refocusing, Celibacy, Practicing Being Single for 2017. This is what I'm going to do. So, I know in the past I have done dating videos, I have done celibacy, waiting, you know, Christian dating, courting versus dating. I have done that. I am not perfect. I am a sinner, not a saint. So I want you all to know that things have changed since I first did those videos. So, with all that being said and done, I was celibate those years ago. I have not since then. As anybody know that I have had sex, it's hard to not have sex, especially when you're in a relationship. You're sharing the same space, the same ideas, the same vibe, the same flow. So, yeah, I fell off the bandwagon. Hi, I'm a sinner. So, yes, like I said, I fell off. And since then, I have had, not numerous relationships, but I have had quite a few relationships since I first started YouTube, but like 6 years ago. So I wanted to talk to you about what happened to me in 2016 that led me up to this decision of refocusing my life and being celibate and wanting to be single in 2017. So I'm going to start off at the end of 2014. No, end of 2015. I'm tripping. 2015, I started dating this guy. What are we going to name him? Jeez Louise. Let's name him. Oh God. Let's name him Joe. Okay, we're just gonna name him Joe. So I started dating Joe at the end of 2015. So I dated Joe from end of 2015 to the beginning of 2016. Now we were good. We were good, but the reason why we were not good is because when I first moved here in my apartment, he was coming over. Like I met him like that same month. No, I met him the month before I moved out into my apartment, and then from there he came over like when I had no furniture, like none of this stuff is here, none of this stuff is out there. He was here, we was chilling, like it was so good of a vibe. We got in a relationship really quickly. Long story short with that, the reason why we ended up not dating anymore, because he likes to come over here and eat up all my stuff. You cannot come over a young lady's house, eat up all her stuff, and then go bye-bye. I think you're going to go home and then come back and do it all over again. No. So, our problem was, I was complaining about him coming over here eating my stuff, and you're not replenishing. Then it's like you was hiding the fact that you was eating or drinking certain things, and then you go home, and then I'll find out like, hey, who drunk up all my lemonade? Or, wait a minute, I know I had X amount of... So yeah, he used to do stuff like that. And then on top of that, he wasn't consistent. He will answer the phone whenever he wanted to answer the phone. No, we're not going to do that. If you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship. And then he disappeared for a month. Not even lying. So, with all that being said and done, eventually I did find out he did cheat. He claimed he didn't, but at the end of our relationship, I'm like, something that he said, I'm like, yeah, you cheated. You just told him yourself. Um, but yeah, our relationship ended very violently where I blacked out and I lost my mind. And I was like, get the bleep bleep out my car. If you don't get out, I'm going to hit you in your face. Like, I'm not even lying. I was that angry. So then I want to say like a month after that, month and a half, me and a ex that I'm gonna tell you about in the story time. But this ex, we're just gonna call him. Oh, let me see. I'm trying because I'm not trying to. Some of these people already have nicknames, so I'm not trying to. We're gonna call him Jay. Okay, so Jay, him and I'll talk about that in the story time. So you wait for the next video for the story time. Yeah, so him and we reconnected. That was chaotic. And when I talk to you all in the story time, sorry, I had something in my hair. When I tell you all in the story time why him and I did not last, but we talked for about 4 months or so. That was a headache. Huge headache. Then lastly, I talked to my last boyfriend, which I mean utterly broke my heart. Now you all probably like, girl, you are crazy. Why do you have men back to back? And this is going to lead up to my point. Now the last boyfriend was Raheem, which I'll talk about in another story time. So Raheem broke my heart because that was somebody whom I adored for the longest time, and I thought it was something real. I'm not going to say it wasn't real, but I thought it was something that was going to be real to everlasting. So I was like done when I was not going to talk to after the guy Jay. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be single for a little bit. But then like Raheem came around and I was just like, oh wow, this is like a breath of fresh air. How can you let this go? But anyway, all of this was a great learning experience, especially Raheem. And again, I'll tell you about that in a story time because I have 2 story times coming up. So wait for that next week. So, with all that being said and done, I found myself at the end of 2016 very sad, very depressed. I stayed in my house. I would be on my days off crying. I mean, I was upset. So, with all that being said and done, thank God I have some women that really pray for me, women that call and check up on me, women that like, hey, you don't need him, you're better, I know what type of person that you are, you give till you can't give anymore. Like, I am the type of person, I give to my last drop. Okay, literally, if I have a drop of water, I'm putting it in your mouth. Okay. So, with all that being said and done, one of my mentors, well, my only mentor, I would say, I call her my Jiminy Cricket, and we're just gonna call her Lala. Lala. Whew. When I tell you, I was like, I don't want this no more. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm not saying I'm exiting men out my life. I'm just simply saying like, no, I don't see no light at the end of the tunnel. When I tell you, she prayed and prayed and prayed, and then I was like, all right, you know, let me give what she's talking about a chance, an opportunity to manifest itself. So when I tell you, I started praying, and my ex-boyfriend Raheem, I had our pictures, and it took for me to pray and rip up his pictures and unbind myself from his spirit. I'm telling you, like, it was deep roots there. So I had to pray him out of my system, and when I prayed him out of my system, I felt better. I felt a relief, and I felt like I was ready for 2016 to be over. So funny thing, in 2016, Raheem reached out to me finally, give me all these crazy excuses. Again, that's gonna be in the story time. I was like, no. The guy Jay at the end of 2016, he was just like, oh, let's meet up, let's talk. I just wanted us to sit down and talk like adults. I was tired of that arguing back and forth. I just simply just wanted to say, I forgive you. Let's move on. Not move on together, but let's move on with our lives. He couldn't even take that. Then the funny thing with the guy Joe, just last night I'm asleep. I wake up to a message on my phone. Now mind you, let me rewind. I blocked Joe on my phone. Joe cannot call my house phone, nor Joe can call my cell phone, because I told you it was a very volatile relationship near the end. So with all that being said and done, he reached out to me through Google, and that's when he's like, can you please call me? I really need to talk to you. This man has finally come to the conclusion. He has finally seen the light. Oh, that I was the best thing smoking for him. Sorry, too late, a year later. So I had all these men, these personalities, all this love that I had, and I was getting nothing in return. And I realized I had to sit back. I mean, literally, I had to sit back and think, what was the difference between years ago and now? My spirit was different. My spirit was stronger. I was more focused, and I was not focused on anything here. I was focused on there. And that's what I'm saying. I have lost myself in the realm. And I always tell people this: sex will communicate nothing but confusion. If you're not in a committed relationship, if you're not, especially if you're not married, it's very, very, very hard to have a relationship and you all on the same accord, because so many people now don't understand they don't know how to be in a relationship. People just say they're in a relationship just to be in a relationship. I am a little bit more old-fashioned. I grew up in a family where when you get together, you stay together through thick and thin. Like, no matter what it is, you try to stay together. Like, my older brother got married at 19. My youngest brother, he's engaged right now, and he's 30. So he proposed to his girl at 29. Like, he's ready to get married. He's ready to settle down. He's ready to have kids, hunty. And here it is me. I'm like, Lord, what is going on? But I just realized that I was dating the wrong type of people. I was dating based on what not the Lord had for me. Like, I was dating people who was like, I swear, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Like, they put on this persona like they're good, they're great, and then they change and they crazy as hell. Not even playing. If they're not crazy, they have some type of insecurity. If they don't have some type of insecurity, they got some type of attitude problem, or it's like they entitled to something. And I'm like, yo, dude, you gotta chill that out. So that in general is what led me to who and what I am right now. I believe that for me, I really, really, really need to stay focused. Like, I was so focused when I was celibate. When I tell you, I had people blowing my phone up because I was just having people back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, hey, I miss you. Hey, I wonder what's going on. You know, that hey stranger text. No. So, not saying I want that back, but I realized it was a test. And I have been tested. Now, let me tell y'all something. Like, I told y'all I'm a sinner, and I have feelings just like men have feelings, and I have needs and I have wants. However, I just realized that it's something much bigger than that. Like, I can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. I'll be driving myself insane, and I'm going to find myself up in a loony bin because just emotional damage. So, yeah. Last time I've been single, oh, Lord, let me tell you the last time I was single. What's this, 2017? Terrible. Last time I've been single single, single, single. I mean, like, yikes. I haven't been single since probably when I was doing those, when I first started YouTube, probably about 2010, 2011. Um, and then after that, it's like I was in a relationship for 3.5 years, and that, oh Lord Jesus, I could sit here and write a book on my relationships. But yeah, I was with that person for 3.5 years. That was on and off. And then lastly, after that, I was like single for a long time. Probably about 6 months. That was the longest I was single, for like 6 months. And then that's when I met the guy, Jay. But anyway, so yeah, that was rough for me. So, and I want to say this. This is a little insert to plus size dating. I want to let people know, just because I'm a plus size woman does not mean I don't get play. Do you not see this? I am beautiful. I am funny. I am intelligent. Like, people are attracted to that. And I'm not tooting no horns. I'm just simply saying I am who I am. And I'm going to probably be the realest person that you ever meet if you ever knew me in person. And a lot of guys love the fact that I am feminine, but also I'm a little rough around the edges. So, I'm a lady at all times. But this mouth can get a little ratchet. So, with all that being said and done, like, don't, please, 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 don't sleep on the fact just because us women out here that are plus size, we don't get no play. You'd be surprised the play that I get. Married men, single men, men from all over, at my hospital doctors. So, with all that being said and done, I get a lot of play from even off the internet, like, ooh, my, yeah, okay. So, that's that. Now, how am I preparing myself for 2017? And I hope you all do this with me. Okay? 2017, how am I practicing being single, celibacy, all that stuff? So, I started, like I told you, I talked to my mentor, and I was telling her what was wrong with me, what I needed to do, blah, 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 blah. Before I even started doing that, I knew 2017, the only thing I really, 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 really want to focus on besides me personally is my career. Excuse me, guys. I really wanted to focus on bettering my career. I got something coming up I'm going to tell y'all about, but I got to tell y'all in a couple, 2-3 weeks. So, I started reading this book back in December. This is Valorie Burton, and this is Successful Women Think Differently. 9 Habits to Make You Happier, Healthier, and More Resilient. So I started reading this. I met her in person years upon years ago. Really, really, really nice lady. I like the fact that she brings in both success, biblical principles, prayer, qualities about some successful women. So I bought this book. I always find my books when the day I bought them. Like, see, I do stuff like that. So I bought this August 2015. Now this has been sitting on that shelf back there, and I said I'm gonna read this, and I didn't pick it up, and I just like knew I had to read this. So immediately I started writing down stuff like key decisions. Like I was like, oh yeah. So I'm gonna put this up somewhere. I wanted to type this up, but yeah, I like this book. I like it a lot. It's taking me a little bit longer to read because I've been trying to read it at work, and you know how like people be calling you. But I'm gonna sit today and try to read some of it. So that's what I'm reading. Another thing that I'm reading, now this book is what my mentor told me I need to read because she was like, I'm telling you, girl, like you really need to get your life together. This is The Power of Prayer and Scripture in Emotional Healing. Lord, I Want to Be Whole. So I hope people can see that. This is Stormie, Omartian. So get that. I got this from off of Amazon. I think it was only like $10. So this is what I'm going to be reading. Now, also something that she has told me when I'm talking to you all, she had told me to look at these things as well. And I was like, okay. Um, Gregory L. Jantz, and this is Healing the Scars of Emotional Abuse. I will link all these things below. And then Joyce Meyer, Beauty for Ashes. So those are two books that I'm going to get. But something else that she told me, well, the book I need to get, I'll link that down below as well. But I'm going to read those books. Those books are going to be the starter kit for 2017. I just need to refocus my mind. I'm not saying simply I'm refocusing my mind solely on God. That is always my sole purpose. I'm saying 2017, I need to be healed. I need to be healed from inner outer. So I have a lot of emotional scars from relationships, from, you know, things that's been going on with me that I haven't dealt with. And so therefore, I'm trying to build myself up. Now, remember I told you how the guy, Joe, came along and apologized and was like, oh, I really want us to work it out. Like, I really understand how much I love and I miss you. No. When I tell you, you're going to have people come to you that did you dirty years ago, maybe even a year ago, even some months ago. And I'm not even going to tell you how the guy, Jay, that's going to be one of the story times, in the same week as this week, I come home from work, I have a note on my door from him. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I have already had people come at me and I'm already focused. Like, I physically have not had sex. I haven't done anything since October. Your girl has been good. So already I'm like, feeling some type of way. However, I'm so focused and I want something so bad that I want to be liberated. And I'm not going to allow something so simple as sex to penetrate my mind, penetrate my body, and mess me all the way up. No. So, with all that being said and done, this is why I need to be single for the whole year of 2017. I really need to refocus on myself. I need to understand what I want, what I need to change, and who I will and will not allow to be in my life. Okay. So, I'll check back in here and there with you all, but that's like an update. That is my 2017 personal focus. You all got that. Now, I'll be like Rihanna. Stay above my Instagram with your temptation. Okay? It's going to be some temptation, but you all just got to stay strong. You got to stay prayed up. And have an accountability partner. Don't be going places where you're not supposed to be going. Don't be going over that dude house with that girl house. And do not be accepting phone calls after 12 o'clock. And also, I want to say this. This is very important. Don't tell people that you're celibate. I'm not even playing. Don't tell people that you're celibate because people want to test that. People want to see if you want to give it up or not. And I'm telling you, they're going to try. Don't let them. Just let your action show. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to do that 90-day rule like Steve Harvey told me to do. No, just chill out. Do what you got to do. Stay focused. Like I said, stay prayed up. And if you got to go in the bathroom and I'll be like, girl, I'm over such and such house. And I was trying to leave, but, girl, his party. Your accountability partner be like, okay, look, go back out there. I'll call you in 5 minutes. I'll tell you it's an emergency, blah, 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 blah. You need to get up out of there. Or I need you to talk to me while you gather your things and be like, sorry, boo, I got to go. I'm not putting myself in those situations. So, don't put yourself in those. I hope that this has helped. I want you all to subscribe. Like, I see a lot of people that come by and y'all like this. So, won't you stay? Hit that subscribe button. Let's talk. Let's communicate. Feel free to contact me for advice. I do answer my emails. I do answer. So, hit me up. Feel free to contact me or follow me on any of my social media. I'm here. I do say stuff back. I do follow back. So, I hope this all helped. Thank you for rocking with me. I pray nothing but peace and blessings and prosperity for 2017. Let's get this going and stay focused. If you're not celibate, that's fine. Still stay focused. Heal yourself from inside out. Peace and blessings.